Mt. Gox is finally getting rid of their Bitcoin. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to share you my thoughts. Try not to panic. I have good news for you. But first, we have a lot of news to cover. We have Donald Trump's vice president. His name is JD Vance. And he previously disclosed that he has about $250,000 of Bitcoin. Now, I can't find if he actually holds $250,000 worth of Bitcoin, or the fact that he has 6% of his portfolio in FBTC. So, QQQ has 24% of his portfolio. FBTC has 6% of his portfolio, and GLD has 6% of his portfolio. So he's possibly a cheerleader for Bitcoin. There's one thing I don't like about him. I have to leave it off this channel because I don't want it to get shadow banned. But if you want to see what I dislike about him, check out my Twitter. I reposted something at Sir Crypto Tips. Anyways, moving on. Also, we have JD Vance slamming Gary Gensler. He says he is way too political in his regulation of securities. He has it backwards when wanting to ban useful tokens and seemingly not caring about those with specific utility. I actually agree with him on this. That's definitely an intelligent thing to say from a politician. That surprises me. Okay, moving on. Larry Fink was talking about Bitcoin, talking it up on CNBC, which is nice. He wants to pump his bag. Michael Dell, who's a multi-billionaire, says this: fascinating #Bitcoin. I am not super excited about somebody just posting fascinating #Bitcoin. That doesn't make me excited at all. I couldn't care less what Michael Dell says. He's another billionaire that because he saw BlackRock getting involved. As I said last year, that you're going to see big, giant institutions, companies wanting to have exposure to Bitcoin because all of their buddies have Bitcoin as well. That's why. That's something that's going to suck a lot of the supply off exchanges, and the exchanges are going to actually have a little more Bitcoin pretty soon because we have Mt. Gox. All right, Mt. Gox just moved 44,527 Bitcoin worth $2.8 billion to an internal wallet 5 minutes ago. This is earlier this morning, and which may be preparing for repayment. Mt. Gox currently holds 138,985 Bitcoin worth $8.87 billion. And so we had Kraken receive some Bitcoin as well from the Mt. Gox address. Here's why I don't care about this. And I actually think it's kind of bullish too, because Germany, they held 50,000 Bitcoin. They sold it, pretty much dumped it on the open market. I mean, those guys were so careless about that. That's typical for a country to do that. I mean, look what they did with gold. They sold at the very bottom. They literally dumped gold at the very bottom. I forgot what year it was. And then it continued to skyrocket. So with this, 50,000 Bitcoin was bought up like nothing, and we are at $63,000 right now. And that was 50,000 Bitcoin. So this is about 3 times the amount of Bitcoin. Who cares? Do you know who's excited right now? Me, Heidi, BlackRock, and many other institutions that would love to have cheaper prices. Who knows if they're going to get it? And what was bullish about this dump today was that open interest, which is the amount of leverage in Bitcoin, actually dropped quite significantly. Almost $1 billion of open interest wiped out. There was, I think, $350 million worth of longs that were liquidated in that. And I think that's great. The less leverage we have, as I say over and over again, the healthier the rise is going to be, guys, okay? And for me personally, I think we are going to see all-time highs before most people are ready for it. Okay, I would love to see it before November, before the elections. That would be pretty epic. Anyways, let me know what your thoughts are with Mt. Gox. Let me know if you're concerned or whatever. I personally wouldn't be very concerned at all. I think there's a lot of people that want to buy a lot of Bitcoin. And guess what? Once that's over, what are people going to talk about? Fudding Bitcoin. The Mt. Goxes will finally be over. That would be amazing. Anyways, like and subscribe and check us out at learningcrypto.com if you want to see when we are buying, because we bought the dip, guys, many times. And so my suggestion, check it out. Link is down below. I think you'll really enjoy it. Anyways, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.